Hello everyone. In today's session, we will see GitLab Docker executor with user-defined bridge network. So as we had seen in earlier videos that the bridge networking method has two types. One is default and another one is user-defined. The default bridge networking method we had already seen in our earlier videos. In today's session, we will see that how can we go for user-defined bridge networking method. What are the options that we need to define in either CI/CD pipeline or config.uml file, and what are the prerequisites for it, and then how CI/CD pipeline will work with user-defined bridge networking method. Let's see that. First, we will see that what is the difference between user-defined bridge networking method and default bridge networking method. So the main difference between these two methods is in default bridge networking method, we need to use dash dash link option, and that's it. We don't need to do anything else. And Docker will create the network on its own, and everything will be managed by Docker itself. Whereas in case of user-defined bridge networking method, we need to create our own network, and then we need to attach or start the container using that user-defined bridge network. And what are the advantages of using user-defined bridge networking method? So we can say that user-defined bridge networking method is more secure and isolated. Second is no shared environment variables. Then it is easy to connect more than two containers. So it is a bit complex using dash dash link legacy method. So dash dash link is default bridge network method. Then it is easy to attach and detach any container. Also, if you have different network requirements for different purposes, like for example, for the cluster of few containers, we need to create different kind of network which will have access of different IP, different networks. It is easy to create separate network with separate requirements, which will be common in the case of default bridge network method, that is dash dash link legacy method. For example, one cluster of containers need separate networking policy, and another cluster of containers will require another set of networking policies. In that case, we can go ahead to create our own different user-defined networks and connect those cluster of containers with required user-defined networks. Whereas in case of default bridge networking method, what will happen that whatever the networking rules we are going to apply, that will be applicable to all the containers, and then you cannot go ahead for a specific networking rules for a specific cluster of containers. Okay, so these are the some advantages, like why we should choose user-defined networking method over default bridge networking method. Now we will see what are the steps. So first of all, I will show the steps in the context of GitLab. First step is to install Docker on the guest machine, or the machine on which you want to run CI/CD pipeline, or the machine on which you have installed and registered GitLab runner. And the GitLab runner has been registered with Docker executor. So this is the first step. Then second step is to create your own network on the guest machine. So for that, the command is sudo docker network create network name. So this network name can be anything. Just for the illustration purpose, I have provided network underscore name, but the network name can be anything. Then in case if you want to remove any already existing network, in that case you can use this command sudo docker network rm network name to remove that particular network. Now over here, one thing to note is you cannot create this network using this docker network create command in .gitlab-ci.yml file or CI/CD pipeline. It means you cannot use this command. So let me show you. This is my .gitlab-ci.yml file. So for example, you cannot create this network. Let's say I'm going to paste this command over here. So you cannot create any Docker network using this Docker network create command in .gitlab-ci.yml file or in config.toml file. The reason being, it will try to first of all find the Docker command, and this Docker won't be installed on those primary or service image container as a default. And another thing is, even though if it is going to create that network, it will be specific to that container only, and that network won't be available on guest machine because we want to connect two different container. One is my primary image container and another one is my secondary or service image container on my guest machine. So on guest machine, I need to create the network and not on the any container. So it won't be helpful to use this command in gitlab-ci.yml file or config.toml file, or in that case any CI/CD pipeline file. Then once you have created that network, you need to make sure that the network has been created successfully and it exists on the guest machine. So for that, the command is this sudo docker network ls. So it will list all the networks available on this machine. Again, one thing to note over here is we need to mention this network underscore mode in config.toml file, and it will be under runners.docker section on guest machine. And this file you will be able to get from etc gitlab runner config.toml file. So this file location can be different based on the operating system. Now, like once we have created the user defined network, we have mentioned it in runners.docker section of config.toml. We can start the CI/CD pipeline, and once we start the CI/CD pipeline, in case if you want to know, if you want to check that rather all the containers have been connected to the user defined network or not, in that case we can utilize this command sudo docker network inspect bridge. So let me show the output of this command. So this is my guest machine, and on guest machine, if I execute this command, at present you can see that no container has been connected to this bridge network, user defined network. You can see that this containers section is empty. So once we start the CI/CD pipeline, we will be able to get some details in this section. So let me showcase it. Okay, so I will go to my CI/CD pipelines, and I have already executed this pipeline earlier as well. So I will retry this pipeline again. Okay, and I will go to my job section. You can see that the job is running. Okay, and the now CI/CD pipeline has been started on guest machine. So let's go to my guest machine. Okay, now you can see that one container has been connected with user defined network, and in my case the network name is Nayan. We need to wait for a few more moments. So let me show you my GitLab CI/CD pipeline. So this is my GitLab CI/CD pipeline in which I have used test stage. I don't want to debug anything, hence it's false. My stage name is test underscore stage. A stage is test. These are the variables for MySQL, and as I had mentioned earlier, that do not use this command in a CI/CD pipeline or config.toml file, so I will remove it. Then this is the command that I want to execute before executing any another script. This is the GitLab runner that I want to use to run this CI/CD pipeline, and this is my primary image, and this is my service or secondary image. So I want to connect my primary and secondary image containers using the user defined bridge networking method, and in my case I have created a network called Nayan. So using that Nayan network, I want to connect this image and services, and then finally I want to execute this commands. Like I want to get details of etc host, then I want to grab all the environment variables having this MySQL name in them, and finally I want to run this Python script. So I have put all these files on GitLab, and I will share it the location, the link in the description box. Please use it. And in config.toml, so over here I have mentioned the network mode equal to Nayan. So this is the network mode, and I have created this network using this particular command, sudo docker network create and then network name. So Nayan network I have already created, so I will create some another network. So let's say Nayan underscore testing. So I will create this network just for the illustration purpose, so you can see that this network has been created. So I will then confirm that this network has been created successfully and exit. So for that I need to use this command, sudo docker network ls, and you can see that Nayan and Nayan testing networks are exist and successfully created. Once I have created this network, what I can do is, in case of I want to change my network, like to which network I want to connect my containers, in that case I need to change this value of this network mode equal to Nayan. So instead of this Nayan, I can say Nayan underscore testing, and all the containers will be assigned to that Nayan underscore testing network. And then you need to mention this particular parameter under this runners.docker section, and this section will only be available if you have installed and registered GitLab runner with GitLab Docker executor. If you have not registered GitLab runner with GitLab Docker executor, in that case this section won't be available. Also, on my guest operating system, on my guest machine, I have registered the runner using two different executors. One is Docker and another one is Shell. This one is Docker executor and this is the Shell executor, and hence I have got two different runners section. So do not confuse with it. So make sure you have registered the GitLab runner with Docker executor. So this Docker section exists, and within that Docker section, you need to mention network mode equal to name of the network to which you want to connect the containers. And once you have done this, you can start the CI/CD pipeline. Now, as you can see that my both the containers, this is the primary image container of Python, and this is the secondary image container or service image container of MySQL, have been connected to user-defined bridge network, that is Nayan in my case. So we will confirm that this is for Python and this is for MySQL. So over here, sudo docker ps-a. So you can see this is the name column, and that name column we have got this MySQL word in it. So this is the MySQL image container and this is the Python image container. So if you see over here, this build2 is my Python image container and this MySQL-0 is my MySQL image container. Also, I want to showcase one another thing, that whatever we have seen till now in this video was related to GitLab and its CI/CD pipeline. But in case if you want to go ahead with Docker only and you don't want to use GitLab, in that case, what you can do? How can you create your user-defined network and connect containers to that user-defined network? So for that purpose, first command to create the network will remain same. So sudo docker network create network name. This command will remain same to create the user-defined bridge network. Then once you have created user-defined bridge network, what you need to do is, if your container is already running, you need to execute this command, sudo docker network connect, then network name, and then container name or container ID. So with this command, you will be able to connect your already running container to the user-defined network. In case you want to start the container or you want to run the container and the container is not already running, in that case, you can use this command, sudo docker run. This -dit stands for detached mode. -- name is the name of the container that you want to give. Also, you can add some more command as well, like --rm or -rm to remove this image container once the operation has been done or once we have kill or stop this particular container. So these are the different options that you can add as well. So this -- name means name of the container. So I want to name the container as Python test, then -- network, and then the network name. So the network to which I want to connect this container, then image name. So I want to start Python image as Python underscore test container, and then I want to start with bash shell. in case I want to debug or do anything else. So this is how you can create user-defined network on Docker and connect already running container, or you can start new container with that particular user-defined network. That's it for the day. Thank you everyone for watching this video.